Namaskar, good morning, and Ram Ram. In this month, everybody is talking about Rahu Ketu. Everybody is concentrated on that. But all people are missing Saturn. The biggest planet is going to transit, no, not in any sign, but in a nakshatra of Dhanishta from 15th October. Very crucial transit. How it will in fact affect the all 12 ascendants. Let's welcome Akash Chauhanji. Namaskar, Akash.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Yes, Saturn is going to be transiting into Dhanishta Nakshatra. Here we go.
Exactly,
How is
retrograde Saturn is transiting. This is more
exactly?
dangerous.
That's why I was thinking to add a little bit of emphasis on your thing that retrograde Saturn is transiting into Dhanishta Nakshatra. So Saturn is retrograde in retrograde position till 4th of November, and here 15th of October it will transit into Dhanishta Nakshatra. Right now it is into Satvisha Nakshatra, the nakshatra of Rahu, but now it will transit into the Dhanishta Nakshatra, that is the nakshatra of Mars. Here, Rohitji, it is going to be transiting into very precisely, if we go very deep into it, it is going to be transiting into Nakshatra Dhanishta Pada 4. That means the fourth charan, four pad of Dhanishta Nakshatra, where the ruler of the Nakshatra, overall ruler of the Nakshatra is Mars, and the Pada 4 ruler, the Navamsha of Pad 4 is ruled by Mars again. So here, if you see the basic relationship between Saturn and Mars is coral. There is no good energy that you can expect. On the other hand, Mars has chosen Dhanishta Nakshatra to be the nakshatra of its exaltation. Mars is a hot headed, fiery planet, when Saturn is a cold planet and an airy planet. The energy and passion of Mars needs to be balanced with the discipline and the passion of Saturn. So you might have extreme energy, but it has to be disciplined, especially in this nakshatra. And this means the policy of karma yoga has to be taken up. Karma yoga is a perfect way to describe what's needed during the transit. Work hard and don't forget about the results, just like Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. And forget about the results, I'm saying, yeah. Just like Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one has the right to do good work, but not the right to expect the fruits of the good work. So do your karma and do not expect back. Automatically, you will get. Once you start expecting, what if you're expecting very less and very big is supposed to be coming to your way? So just do your karma and move forward. Many people, during my consultation ask me, oh, I am doing so many things. I am doing this, I am doing that, and I am doing so much work in my office and this and that. So overall, is the office not paying you? They are paying you. And does not matter you're working 10 hours or 12 hours or 15 hours. They are paying you, they are doing their karma, and you are doing your karma. If you feel bad about it, then you are making a mistake. Okay. So here we go into Aries ascendant. 15th October 2023, retrograde Saturn will enter into Dhanishta Nakshatra Pada 4, that resides in Aquarius only. Okay, the end of the fourth Pada is in Aquarius only. So it is in Aquarius only. It is just changing the nakshatra, not the house. So first, be very. Now here, this house is the house of friendship and aspirations, your higher goals. And retrograde Saturn in the fourth path of Dhanishta encourages you to pursue your aspirations with lot of courage, lot of vigor, and your social circles become instrumental in achieving your goals. However, be cautious of overextending yourself. Be extremely cautious. Do not overextend yourself. You know why? You can expect rift between close friends. If we talk about Dhanishta Nakshatra is very, very closely associated with choral, rift, also music and also art. But choral is a very big part of Dhanishta Nakshatra. In fact, if Mars is in Dhanishta Nakshatra in exalted position in the seventh house, or if Mars is in any house but in Dhanishta Nakshatra exalted position, such people have a difficult time in marriage or partnerships because it creates it's the natural energy of Mars is to quarrel. That's why he's the Senapati, or we call the leader of the army of God. His nature is to fight. Same way, Dhanishta Nakshatra also has that fighting element. So do not go overboard or overextend yourself or be a burden on anyone in your social circles, because there can be some rift between close friends. Balance your personal desires with group dynamics may be a challenge. You will not be able to balance that. But determination and leadership skills will be your key assets. So during this period, the only important thing that you need to focus on is that do not have any big expectations with your friends. Number one, if you are even in a friendship and even in a close social circle during this period, be a little bit introvert, be on the outer side. And if you have aspiration, you have set up a goal, so this is the time to go and move forward and be very courageous about that goal and take bold decisions. Okay, so these are the things for Aries ascendant people. uh, do subscribe, and if you want to book your yearly consultations, link is below, as well as the information is below on the screen. Now, for Taurus ascendant people, Rohit, when we talk about Taurus ascendant, Saturn is transiting in the 10th house for them. And while this is transiting, it is in retrograde position. And right now, in retrograde position only, it will be entering into the 10th house, into the nakshatra of the 10th house, that is Dhanishta nakshatra. Sorry, again, there is a lot of transit happening, so I'm going crazy. But yes, it is entering into the nakshatra of Dhanishta. And here, Saturn retrogrades into the fourth pad of Dhanishta Nakshatra in Aquarius, triggers a period for career growth and recognition. This is the period then you will be, your professional ambitions are, exact what we say. Your professional ambitions will be provoked, and you will be driving ahead to make a very important, very big public image. Now, remember, this is what is Saturn going to do? Because this is the Mool Trikon Rashi of Saturn. Saturn is retrograde here, so the all the energy that is Saturn is putting is very, in introspection, in lot of pulling, like lot of pulling. So you will feel like doing all this, but somehow, you have to balance these kind of ambitions, because when you are over ambitious in such a way, professionally you will grow very good, but on the other front, your domestic life will be disturbed. That is the main problem, that we think that okay, professionally we will do this and that and xyz, but domestic life, it will be very much disturbed in a way where you will be not able to give good things or time to your family. Balancing these ambitions with family responsibilities may demand patience and well structured approach. Due to extreme work pressure, there may be quarrels at home and domestic life may be disturbed. Now remember, Dhanishta Nakshatra is the Nakshatra of quarrel. It also means that there can be quarrel with fatherly figures, with people at your workplace who are mentors, or with people at home because of the aspect of Saturn as well. So be careful. If you are in a foreign country, there can be some difficult time in terms of dealing with the law and order. So just be careful. Be very careful, because the 10th aspect of Saturn, third aspect is on the foreign. So lot of struggle in foreign country. The 10th aspect is on the 7th house. Again, quarrel in family. Be careful. This video is about giving you little bit of idea about what the energy is going to bring and how you need to handle things during this period. Okay. For those who are new, please subscribe. And those who want yearly consultations can look below. For Gemini ascendant people, Rohitji, this period, is going to happen in your ninth house. Saturn is going to be transiting into Dhanishta Nakshatra Pada 4. Okay, Rohitji, in the ninth house of higher learning, philosophy, many things. Now, this period invites you to dive into the pursuit of higher knowledge. Now, everyone who must be listening to a lot of astrologers might be thinking, what is it? Every time ninth house comes higher knowledge. They do not talk about money. They do not talk about career, this and that. But apparently, there are other planets working on those aspects at the moment. But Saturn, for you, for Gemini ascendant people, is already in this year working towards your education or higher learning only. And there could have been a break, or there could have been some delay in your studies because of the retrograde nature of Saturn. If that is the case, do comment below so that it adds more to the research. But on the other hand, here, because of the aspects of Saturn also, and the 10th aspect of Saturn, Rohitji, which is falling on the 6th house, there can be legal matters and which will need real good consideration. Because of the ninth house and retrograde position, as well as getting into Dhanishta Nakshatra, the nakshatra of little bit of coral and rift. Here it says that this is the time for yeah, travel plans may delay, prompting the need of patience and adaptability. You need to have patience. Do not waste your money in unnecessary travel plans, and that too, especially with your friends, because it will bring you a lot of hardships for this travel that you are supposed to be planning. On the other hand, it is the time for deepening your understanding of life's philosophical questions. This period also indicates rift with father. There is a very close association of Dhanishta Nakshatra and Rift, and this happened because there is a very big story attached to it, Rohitji. Now, in the beginning, I wanted to tell the story, but I did not feel that important at the moment. The story revolves around the the Ashta Devtas who rule the nakshatra, and they are none other than fire, air, all the five elements, all the eight elements of the universe. And here, during that time, the last element, they took a beautiful cow of Sant Vasishta and they took it to heavens. Lord Vasishta got very angry and he created a rift between him and he gave a shrap or a curse to the Adityas. And they got really, to the Ashta Devtas, they got really scared. What do they do? What do they do? What do they do? So, this is the time. That's why, Dhanishta Nakshatra brings rift. So make sure that this indicates rift with father during this period, because the ninth house is the house of father and the energy is completely intro, what do you say? The energy is completely being pullen away from this house. So make sure that there is no rift with father or gurus or mentors. And during this period, you show patience, adaptability. Two important words for you for the retrograde Saturn period. For Cancer ascendant people, Rohitji, this retrograde Saturn enters into Dhanishta Nakshatra in their eighth house only. Now, here this is the house of transformation, shared resources, sudden ups and downs, money, inheritance, and money from your in-laws, relationship with your in-laws or extended family. Okay, this is that house. Now, here retrograde Saturn prompts deep introspection, leading to transformative growth. In fact, a great beginning for many. Luigi, this nakshatra also is the nakshatra of music, art. Some hidden art or talent can be explored during this period. See, this is a hidden house. Everything here is hidden and secret. So now you need to understand that what kind of secret and hidden aspects of life you want to give a shape to. Financial partnerships and shared ventures require thorough scrutiny, because again this is the period of introspection of Saturn. Saturn is not powerful here. In its own Multikun Rashi, it is at lot of, it is holding on. So I really want to give you ice cream as my daughter. I cannot, because I know that it will be trouble for you. This is the exact situation of Saturn in this house. He really wants to give you many things, but it cannot because it is in retrograde power. And why this happened? Rohiji, this happened when during the Samudra Manthan, every planet, every deity, everyone in the universe, all the god figures were called to make sure that how they can give ideas about, making Lord Shiva's halahal, the poison which he consumed, a little bit calmer on Lord Shiva's side. Saturn said, "Okay, I will take little bit of halahal." When he took halahal, he got crazy and he started running backwards. That is how, Rohiji, Saturn became retrograde. And he couldn't handle, because the planet Saturn planet is the planet of discipline, lot of being into straight motion, into being very slow. And but this agitated the pain, and that pain was not being able to bear. And it could have only been bear by someone like Mahadev Shiva, who has the power of destruction. So what did Lord Shiva do? He took the poison and he destroyed the poison. But no one else has the power of destruction like Lord Shiva has. So that is why he became retrograde, Lord Saturn, and he was not able to give right kind of power to the individuals during that period. And this is that same period. Now, here there is a good news also that your intuitive nature will be valuable asset in navigating these complex matters. That you will get an idea or sense of what wrong is going to happen because Saturn is not in extreme power, but still it is in own house in lot of lot of many things. It is going to give you good results only. But in this nakshatra, you know in case of in-laws or extended family or of spouse, rift can be seen. There can be some disagreements that you might be seeing for yourself. So just be calm and don't lose patience. That is what Saturn or anyone, whenever you go to any counselor, everyone, what will say? Stay calm, don't lose patience, stay calm. What is this? This is just so that because time is temporary, but the damage that we do in that time is permanent. So make sure that you stay calm and patient. Don't lose patience. And this does not even mean that you be, Lord Krishna always says that stand for dharma. What is wrong. Do not, neglect dharma because then you will be a part of sin. But does not mean that unnecessary provoke during the time when you know that this such kind of situation is present. Moving on to Leo ascendant. Leo ascendant, if you see 15th October 2023, Saturn will be retrograde and is retrograde, and retrogradely it will enter into Dhanishta Nakshatra. Now, Dhanishta Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Mars. In the beginning of the slide, I have given good example of what is going to happen here because this is happening in the seventh house and it is entering the fourth pada of Dhanishta, which is ruled by Mars. And in fact, the fourth pad, the fourth charan, the fourth division of Dhanishta Nakshatra is also ruled by Mars itself. So that means the energy of Mars and Saturn will never ever go together. There is going to be rift, there is going to be problem. And here this affects or this targets relationship take a center stage. Here during this period, open, honest communication is paramount for maintaining harmony. This period may bring both challenges and opportunities for growth in relationship. Challenges will come, but that challenge will only bring opportunity for growth because maybe the things that you feel is not right or maybe the thing that your partner feels is not right will be either spoken or either there will be an open and honest communication, and you can work over it. But again, the thing that I would like to say is that exercise patience and understanding to resolve conflicts rather than putting more and more energy into it to make sure that how it destroys. Make good effort to do this. Now, as I said in other lagnas also, Dhanishta Nakshatra, the nature does not change. The nature of Dhanishta Nakshatra is to become aggressive or have rifts and quarrels. This is the time of lot of separation also. Like if you have Saturn in Dhanishta Nakshatra in your natal chart here, or if you have Mars here in Dhanishta Nakshatra, you might or may feel have the problem of separation or divorce or any kind of separation from your spouse or from your loved ones. It is a basic nature of Dhanishta Nakshatra to cause rifts and quarrels. On the other hand, if this is the case, the extreme bad case is this. But on the other hand, it is also known for music, art. The symbol of Dhanishta Nakshatra is a damru, is a drum. What is drum? Drum represents Shivji's damru and the sounds that come out of it. That is the sound of talent, sound of everything that you can expect. Every sound in this world is said to be coming from the damru of Lord Shiva. So here, good idea which I will give to Leo ascendant people is listen to calm music and just ignore. Keep your ears closed. If your wife is or husband is doing any kind of quarrel, keep your ears closed and say that only positive energy, let it come to me, no negative energy. Sometimes it is a challenge and it is a necessity to stand for the right, but can be done in a peaceful way so that you know the person in the other side also remembers, yes, this is what is going to happen and I should be taking care of this future going on. Okay. So this is for Leo ascendant. Make sure that you do subscribe. I, if it's your choice. And on the other hand, if you want to take a consultation, all the details are below. Virgo ascendant people, Rohitji. Now, Virgo ascendant people, retrograde Saturn happens again in which house? In the sixth house. Retrograde Saturn is going on. Dhanishta Nakshatra retrograde Saturn now. Saturn enters, leaves Satabisha Nakshatra of healing and goes into Dhanishta Nakshatra of art, choral, problems. Because this is the Nakshatra of Mars, Rohitji. And see here, Mars. What kind of houses Mars own in Virgo ascendant? It owns the eighth house, sudden ups and downs. Third house, extreme hard work. So two houses, difficult houses, and the nakshatra of Dhanishta falls in the sixth house for them, which is disease, which is struggle, which is fighting with the disease. This is what it means really. Here, this is the house of daily work and health, and Saturn is entering into the fourth pada. That means the fourth division of Dhanishta nakshatra. Remember, every nakshatra has four divisions, and every nakshatra has a lord. That means the lord, the main planet that rules it, and four sublords who rule the nakshatra. Here, fortunately or unfortunately, Mars is the nakshatra lord, and the fourth charan, that is the fourth division of this nakshatra, is also ruled by Mars. And Saturn is entering into his own house in such kind of a nakshatra where it is little bit uncomfortable. So health concerns may require focused attention. This demands on your workplace, you know, the demands of your workplace could intensify. Prioritizing balanced routine and preventive care will be crucial for maintaining your well-being. There may be rift between you and your workplace colleagues, which can cause unwanted trouble. Unwanted, it will be just out of frustration. So if you're frustrated, go listen to music. Go abuse yourself in standing in front of the mirror, but do not try to indulge into any fight with your colleagues at your workplace. Here, there is an underlying disease that you might have, can be revealed. It can be revealed that there is some kind of disease that you have, and you will say, "Oh my God, I just did my blood test, and this disease came." For all the Virgo ascendant people, I would recommend, I would suggest, Saturn was in Satabisha Nakshatra. Okay, Satabisha Nakshatra is the Nakshatra of healing, and later from 4th of November, it will become direct, and later part of the year, it will also go into Satabisha Nakshatra again with a very fresh start in direct motion. So then you need to make sure that if you find the disease that is going or working in your against you at this moment, just find it out so that you will be able to work on it. The reason of making these videos is not to get views, and if you I will tell you the revenue, you will say that you will laugh that we get around $4 or $5 from one video that we make. It is not for money. This is to just give you this idea that these kind of energies are here, and if something happens, something good happens to you during this period, and you find out some problem and you start working on it, our karmas become very good, because we were a little bit of instrument in that, in our mediator between you and your current time.
And I
So
think, Akashji, one thing more that uh, we are the one channel, or you can say we are the only one channel who are 100% into the transits of whole year. We are not missing even a nakshatra transit. We are not missing even a sign transit. Everything, even there is a 2 days transit, we go for it because people can, understand the things and good remedies can be done. So that's why I request also subscribe this channel as your guide. ACS2 is your guide channel. So daily you will get these transit reports according to the ascendant. This is very important for all family
yeah,
members.
and the main purpose is just to see now here when Saturn will go into Dhanishta Nakshatra. This is the nakshatra that is nakshatra of fighting. So what will you do? What you need to do is you need to fight for sure. But with what? With your disease, with anything that is underlying. Sixth house is the house of hidden diseases also, underlying diseases that you don't know. That right now I don't know, Rohiji, what kind of disease I have inside my body. But how can I find out? With the use of technology, with the use of Rahu. that okay, I will go, I'll give my blood, they will do some reports and they will say, okay, these are the problems in your blood. Exactly. So that is the right time to take this as a very positive approach. Go and do your blood work and all that kind of stuff, and see that if there is any kind of underlying disease, take care of it and take a very positive and patient approach. Okay. So make sure that you do subscribe if you really want. If you don't want, it's okay. And those who want to take yearly consultation to know their next year in detail, you can contact on acastro.ca or on our WhatsApp number. Thank you. For Libra Ascendant. For Libra Ascendant, 15th October 2023, Saturn in retrograde motion already enters into the Nakshatra of Dhanishta. Now, Ruji, while my research, I was just going through this and I realized that Dhanishta Nakshatra for Libra Ascendant people, Tula Lagna, actually happens in the fifth house. That is why maximum number of artists, maximum number of musicians, maximum number of actors are all Libra Ascendant. So good, right, Rohitji? Just imagine the power of the nakshatra. That is why we say, oh, the Shukra is very good in his chart. Oh, Shukra is very good. Why? Because the owner Shukra has Dhanishta Nakshatra placed himself in the fifth house of creativity, and that is why this is the case. Now, Dhanishta Nakshatra is a nakshatra of Mars, and the symbol of Dhanishta Nakshatra is a damru, or a drum, that is the dholak. Now, it all signifies or it all targets towards music and art. Now, creative pursuits here, because Saturn, when enters into this nakshatra, sometimes we are what we say, we are not even very uh, ethical or very good in our own house. Like sometimes we destroy our own house also. Here, the planetary positions, the nakshatras are placed in such a way that Saturn comes into this little part of Dhanishta nakshatra here, which is not a very good nakshatra for Saturn to be in because it is a nakshatra of Mars. And especially the Saturn is entering into the fourth pad of Dhanishta Nakshatra, which is Rohitji again that pad, that fourth division is also ruled by Mars. So that means extreme Mars energy, that is the energy of quarrel or energy of struggle. And the Saturn, very cold and calm planet, fire and ice together. What happens, when you keep ice over fire, there is lot of flames, that lot of what you say, smoke that come out of it. Just try. Very simple. This is what is Saturn and Mars. Whenever you will put them over each other, there will be a lot of smoke coming in, which can be any kind of smoke, dangerous also, and non-harmful also. Now, here creative pursuits may face challenges, but perseverance as this period offers opportunities for unique artistic expression. Dhanishta is known for artists, and maximum number of artists are born under this nakshatra, and Libra makes many artists. Anyone who's Libra ascendant, if you have any kind of prominent planet like Mercury sitting here, Venus sitting here, see, you will see that there will be a special place of art in your mind, in your heart. Children or young relatives may require extra care and guidance during this period. Children who have Libra ascendant and have such kind of placement, they will, because you are as parents would know that if children have such kind of if they are into any kind of rift, problem, quarrel, just remember this is just because of the time that is going on, and you need to guide them in a proper manner. Now, fifth house Rohitji is a very important place for finance, because fifth house is the sthana, that means the place of Lakshmi, and Lakshmi is equal to money or prosperity in a larger form. Saturn here gives money for sure, but slowly, as it's the generic nature of Saturn to give things slowly. In overall, for Libra ascendant people, there is going to be money that is coming to you slowly. If Saturn is placed here at the moment, also like from January, you will feel that everything has become so slow, man. It was so fast earlier. Yes, Saturn will give, but that money which Saturn gives out of your hard work is going to be multiplied. So do not worry about it. Those who are watching this video for the first time, do subscribe. Those who are watching for second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 15th, 100, 250 times, do subscribe. And if you want to book your yearly consultations, go on acastro.ca and you will be able to find all the details there, or just WhatsApp or email. Okay, thank you. For Scorpio ascendant people, Rohitji, retrograde Saturn. Saturn already in retrograde motion will enter into fourth house of into the fourth house nakshatra. In the fourth house only, it will enter into the fourth house nakshatra of Dhanishta. That is, fourth house is considered the house of home and family. Here, the effects, family dynamics become a focal point for you. The home environment may undergo transformation, and the transformation might not be for a very good way. There can be some people like you watching right now, maybe moving out of their houses, or maybe going to live separate away from their mother. Can be possible. Good thing for people who are trying to go abroad, fly abroad. Yes, this is the time that a travel like that can happen for you. Now make sure that whatever it is the situation you are in, this is the period for nurturing relationships with loved ones and creating a stable, harmonious domestic atmosphere. Now Dhanishta is a famous nakshatra, Rohitji, for rifts, and it can cause rifts in matter of property or any assets. If you are into any kind of zone related to this, we take extra care, because what will happen is that you will be only destroying your karma, nothing else. In the beginning of the video, I have told Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, do your karma and do not expect anything in return. I know it looks very, and it is very non-justified statement that why I should not do. But this is how God is saying that there must be something behind it. Otherwise, He has no time to say all this. So make sure that do not make your karmas bad. If something the Lord says also said that fight for dharma. Lord Krishna says fight for dharma. So if you're something that you know that yes, this is I am fighting for dharma, then it is a good thing. Do not worry. In terms of relationships with mother, you need to take care of mother. Problem with mother, rift with mother, because of this property issue, because of any other issues. If there is problem with mother, you have to take special care, especially in your career area also, because of the seventh aspect of Saturn. Relationship between your career and your subordinates or your colleagues has to be taken care of, because this is the time that Saturn can cause, or this time actually in this nakshatra, Saturn can cause some rift or some kind of disagreements with your colleagues, and which can lead to not a good, pleasant professional growth. Okay. Hopefully, I feel that a lot of energy is being given to you by Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, everyone, and you take right decisions. For booking your consultations, you can see all the details are below. You can look at that. Or, on the other hand, those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. Sagittarius, Dhanu. Roji, 15th October 2023, retrograde Saturn, which is already in retrograde motion. In it, that retrograde motion enters into Dhanishta Nakshatra, the nakshatra of, what we say, the nakshatra for here, the nakshatra of lot of creativity, and on the other hand, lot of quarrels. Now, here I have seen that this actually, for Sagittarius ascendant people, many Sagittarius ascendant people have a very good voice, very good throat. They have a very good throw of their voice. And the reason is because Dhanishta Nakshatra is the nakshatra of music and art. Such people are very talented in terms of music and art, and can be very, their personal interest might be music and art. Now, this nakshatra, where Saturn in retrograde position enters in its own house, in the third house for them, is the nakshatra of Mars. And all the nakshatras are divided into four parts. Here, this nakshatra fourth part is ruled by Mars itself. So what happens when Mars and Saturn are together? See the first slide in this video, where you will see the relationship between Mars and Saturn. It is not so good. There is quarrel. There is always disagreements. There is, energy does not go with each other. Now what happens here? Your communication may face challenge. Third house is the house of communication and siblings, short distance journeys, and things related to your neighborhood, your personal interest. Short, what you say? Um, Luigi, very good. I read in the Parahora Shastra that this is the house which also gives you short success. Like if you see any relationship between fifth and the third house, there will be short success in trading. So such people should do trading also if they have any relationship with it. For example, if Mars and Saturn have done a Rashi change, Nakshatra change, or here Mars is in the own house, Saturn is in the own house, such people should do this. But yeah, I'm just giving you an example. Anything that is short is third house. Now here it requires communication requires patience and tact. Sibling relationship may need support and understanding. It can also indicate a rift or some quarrel between siblings. Can be possible because of any kind of inheritance or money, or with related to your father, because Saturn aspects the ninth house of father. This period encourages you to fine tune your negotiation skills and strengthen familial bonds. So make sure that as much as the rift you will see, and if you are seeing this video, you will know that if there is some kind of stuff which is going to happen like this, just be calm and patient during this period. And the best remedy to do during this period is short distance travel. Go for short distance travel to stay away from family and spend some time in introspection, so that the matter or any problem that you're supposed to face in your family area just settles down. Luigi, another thing is Saturn is also putting an aspect on the third aspect in a debilitated manner on the fifth house. So many people of Sagittarius ascendant might have had a lot of losses in terms of their stock market, or in terms of mutual funds, or in terms of property, anything that is related to startups. Many people Sagittarius ascendant, from the time Saturn has become uh, retrograde. In fact, this whole time for Sagittarius ascendant, they were very happy. For Sagittarius Rashi also, they were happy that, wow, Sade Sati is ended and everything is good and this and that. But just see, the power of Saturn is still not gone. It is still aspecting the fifth house for you, that house of money, in a debilitated manner. So there will be trouble. So hopefully you just make sure that do the things which I told you, make plans of short distance. And those who want to take a personal consultation, all the details are below. Those who really want to comment below and share their experience of Saturn in this position from January are welcome, because so that we can get a lot of insights from you. And those who have not subscribed, it will just take like less than a second for you to just press this button. But it will take more than years and years for us to forget your contribution towards our success and growth. Thank you. Now, Capricorn ascendant, so ascendant Lord already in retrogression. And Makar Lagna is not a very pleasant Lagna to be. It is the Lagna of lot of karma. Lot of karma balance comes with Capricorn ascendant. That means those who have Capricorn ascendant, make sure that you have done some such karmas in your past life, that you are here to do extreme hard work. And Saturn, the owner of this, is sitting in your second house at the moment and in retrograde position. And in retrograde position only, it will enter into Dhanishta Nakshatra, the fourth pada of Dhanishta Nakshatra. And fourth pada of Dhanishta Nakshatra, as Dhanishta Nakshatra is ruled by Mars, same way the fourth pada of Dhanishta Nakshatra is again ruled by Mars only, because there are four divisions and all the four divisions are ruled by sub-lords, and here the fourth division lord is Mars himself. So that means there is double power of Mars. Mars is very aggressive here. Such people, Capricorn ascendant, are very family oriented people. They have a lot of courage in them in terms of taking steps for their family, being in terms of protective shield for their family. But second house is the house of family as well as finance. So financial stability demands a careful attention. Do not spend any kind of money in in really, what we say, in haste. Impulsive decision or impulsive spending should be avoided. Okay, let's buy this, man. Don't worry about future. No, you have to worry about future. You cannot make an asset during this period. There is lot of things happening in your chart. Focus on long-term investment and saving strategies. Take that money rather than putting it on asset, put in a SIP, put in a systematic investment plan, put in a mutual fund, put somewhere else where the money will grow itself. But you do not need to make sure that you block that money with some asset. Resist impulsive spending and make strategic financial decisions. This now, many people will say, oh, I am just 16-year-old, what kind of this prediction this is for me? Why? You also have financial decisions to make in terms of education and all. Take the advice of some mentor and make decisions carefully. This period offers opportunities for sound fiscal management. Make sure that during this period of retrogression of Saturn, plan out your finances. Plan out where to put money, how to put money, what kind of money. If you have money, if you don't even have money, still plan where money comes. Where will I put? Let take the full fun of this timing. Dhanishta Nakshatra is an extreme creative nakshatra for singers and vocalists. Here, singer and vocalist are also the people who are working extremely hard, tirelessly for hours and hours, singing and doing some kind of karma. That is why Capricorn ascendant makes a lot of singers and musicians, especially those who know instruments. See now, Capricorn ascendant people who are watching, uh, comment below that what instrument do you know. You might have learned some instrument, and there will be some instrument that you might have learned. Anything, it can be anything, any simple instrument also, but you might have learned, or you might have had that feeling to learn, or might have started learning, but it would have been, because of the planetary placement in different ways, it could have been a problem of, you must have left it in between or did not pursue it. Can be possible, but you must have that inclination towards learn some kind of instrument. Now, Dhanishta Nakshatra is an extreme creative nakshatra for singers and vocalists. It's great to start and follow a new passion which can give you inner peace. This pad of Mars energy can also create fiery dialogue with family members. Be careful. Introspection. When Saturn is in any kind of danger, introspection, that means just be quiet. Because you will be in trouble. You will make your karmas bad, not anyone else. Then we do not need this. Okay. So those who want to take a consultation can go on acastro.ca. Those who are not subscribing, Saturn is watching you. So just subscribe and give your, what we say, give your support to us. That is what is needed. For Aquarius ascendant people, 15th October 2023, retrograde Saturn happens. Saturn is already retrograde. Now, this retrograde Saturn enters Dhanishta Nakshatra in a retrograde motion. And here, the people, Aquarius ascendant, have Dhanishta Nakshatra in their ascendant, in their Lagna, in their first house. And this is the house of self and identity. Now remember, I've said for everyone and I'm repeating for you, Dhanishta Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Mars. And there are 4 divisions in a nakshatra. This is the Pad 4, that means the 4th charan, the 4th division of the nakshatra, where Saturn is entering from the back door. And what is happening in this nakshatra? Every nakshatra has a ruler. Mars is the ruler of Dhanishta Nakshatra, and every 4 divisions also have sub rulers. And there, the 4th, again, the sub ruler is Mars. So there is lot of Mars energy present in Dhanishta Nakshatra. Here, Saturn retrograde scrutinizes self image and personal growth. Strive for balance between self care and responsibilities. Avoid undue self imposed pressure. You will be your own enemy. This period encourages authentic self expression and growth rather than plastic self approach and growth. If you are an enemy during this period, you will be your own enemy, no one else's, because your Saturn, no one has the power to come and fight with Saturn here. Saturn, for you yourself, your mind will be your own enemy. Try to give yourself some space and understand you're not solely responsible for everything that's happening. It's the situation, and you're doing your best, everything in your reach to accommodate. Saturn, your Lagna Lord is retrograde. Your brain is not in place. There is quarrels, there is fights, there is problem in finances. It is not you. You are trying your best. Who will not want to try their best to do things, but it is the time. Just this time is the time of introspection, being quiet and relaxed, and repair things. Do not get into starting new things, or do not um, fight very lot on self. This I am the one. No, you are no one. Ruiji, I want to share a very small instance with you. So I was reading that a man. So if I don't teach you a language and you are born in a jungle, so Rohit Khanna is born in a jungle. No one is around him. You are not taught any language. You don't know anything. But there are three or four things that no one has to teach you, which you inherit. Number one is krodh. You will have so much anger already present in you, which is no one taught you, right? No one taught anything to you. You anger came your own with your own self. Angry, you will become anger. Second is kama. That means sexual urge. No one will teach you. It will automatically happen. Third is dharma. No one will teach you dharma. But while doing some kind of bad act, you will feel that this is not right. So these kind of qualities are inherited for us. And the person who gets liberation or who gets any spiritual awakening is someone who takes control over these unlearned things rather than learned things like education, like maths, like science. I have to teach you science. I have to teach you how to drive a car. I do not need to teach you how to be angry or be happy. So always remember that here you will become your own enemy if you come into the trap of anger, like kama, krodha, dharma, and moksha. It is said, right? Huh? These four elements are only talked about, right, Rohitji? You have to make sure that you're only moving towards one element, that is moksha, and withdrawing from all three other elements. Even dharma you have to withdraw, unless you have to understand that the day you withdraw from dharma and go and realize your own self, that is not you, your body. Like for example, I am not Akash. Akash is the name that is given to this body at this moment, but the soul inside had millions of names. So dharma is just the route you have to take towards moksha. Dharma is not one, like you, anyone who's chanting from day till night Ram Ram is stupid. But anyone who's chanting Rama, 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 and in the whole day doing his karma is the right devotee of God. So understand, submitting to dharma, kama, and krodha is not required 110%. Submit or just withdraw from all this and go towards moksha. That means towards self-realization that actually everything is God. Everything that we are the part of God and we just want to become one with Him. And many people will say a lot of knowledge and gyan session, but this is what it is. This is my duty. This is my role in life. So here, Aquarius ascendant people, don't be hard feelings. Don't keep so much on your own self. Be very open and be very what do you say, strong, because good time is coming for you. Pisces ascendant people, 15th October 2023, the retrograde Saturn happens in your 12th house. Now, 12th house retrograde Saturn is already present. Then retrograde Saturn in Dhanishta Nakshatra happens on the 15th of October. And Dhanishta Nakshatra here is the Nakshatra of fight, quarrel, Nakshatra of drum, Damru. Remember, Rohitji, one more significance of Damru. When Shivji started playing his Damru and started dancing, he never danced in fun. He always danced when he was angry. So whenever he's using his Damru, many things come out of that emotions. But anger is one of them and the most prominent one, which created nakshatras and whatnot. Rudra, Ardra Nakshatra. That way it was created. Now here, according to one story, Rohitji, Ardra Nakshatra was created when Shivji, he did, he cuts Brahma's fourth head. I think Brahma has four heads, right? Now three heads only. Fourth head he had, Shivji cut it and threw it because he was in Ahankar. And it went, and when Shivji went to look for it, he then, I don't know, he started dancing or something, and Ardra Nakshatra was created with the lightning and that kind of effect. So I will tell some story when we talk about Adra Nakshatra someday. Here, Rohiji, the effect will be of in inner growth. Dhanishta Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Mars. And look at here, Mars is the planet of the second house and the uh, ninth house. It is the planet that also joins you to your family and also joins you to your dharma. Here, effects of Mars getting into this nakshatra fourth pad, which is also ruled by Mars. Nakshatra is also ruled by Mars, and the division of this nakshatra is also ruled by Mars. Is means that inner growth and spiritual pursuits will intensify. There will be a lot of emphasis on such things. You will seek solitude for self-reflection and delve into your hidden strengths. These periods invite you to explore the depths of your spirituality and connect with the innermost self. And this is required also. Rahu is also transiting to your Lagna. So this is required at this moment to be connecting with the innermost self and leave lot of greed and uh, lot of material aspiration. On the other hand, quarrel can happen with distant relatives and hidden enemies will be revealed. 12th house is the house of distance. That means all the distant relative that you see who talk on behind your back, and someone will come and tell you and try to tell you, and you will understand that we did a quarrel with that person, but the real enemy was the person who came and told us all this because they wanted that rift to happen. So there is such kind of things that can happen. In other viewpoint, there is a possibility of exploring some musical sessions, kirtan sessions, or spiritual music sessions, which will bring you ultimate peace during this period. I don't think so. Any astrologer will tell this going into so much detail that this nakshatra is the nakshatra of music. So, getting into any kind of zone that involves music and musical sessions, this is the period that will calm you down during this period because there will be a little bit of expenses also, which will be not in your control. This channel is about all positivity, and if negative things are also there, which is a part of life, there is an opposite to every action and reaction. Negative has positive, positive has negative. But we try to tell you into a manner that will give you strength to fight it rather than not discouragement or not discourage you to completely give up hope. There is hope. And this hope lies in when we go deep into the planets and their nakshatras where they are placed. So take note of this kind of items that such kind of things can bring you peace during this period. Hopefully you might take this in positive sense, and if you want to subscribe, it will be very wonderful and very lucky for us that you are becoming a part of our family. And those who want to take any personal consultation or book yearly consultations, all the details are below. Rohit ji.
Thank you, Akashji. In fact, I feel very proud because the AC Astro make his place in the bunch of all astrologers just because we are the only channel which I feel that who goes through even a single transit of even sign or a nakshatra. However, it is I feel very difficult. Then how to describe a particular nakshatra along with this transit? You did this thing and you are doing this thing very beautifully and in very meaningful manner. So why people are also appreciating not only this thing and they are connecting with ACS too. So I feel proud being a part of this channel, and thank you for your great research and great insights toward the astrology. And those who want personal consultation, those who want to take the best benefit and guidance of Akashji's knowledge regarding astrology, they can make their 2024 happening. Just go through this WhatsApp number and mail ID, send your birth details, and you can plan your 2024 with Akashji. What is going to happen? Good things, bad things, where to restrain, remedies, everything. So, wish you best of luck. Thank you, Akashji, once again for this beautiful insight and this beautiful things what you tell all family members of AC Astro. We'll meet you again in some another video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata.